Before we were born, before our names were known, the ancestors walked this same earth. They faced the same fears we face today. They made mistakes. They learned lessons. Lessons they passed down so their children would not suffer. But many people no longer listen. Many walk blindly. Many suffer quietly. Because when we forget ancient wisdom, we open the door to trouble. Today, I will tell you the story of Odu Village. A village that once lived in peace until pride, stubbornness, and forgetfulness invited darkness into their lives. Listen closely, because this story may carry a message meant for you. Odu Village was a peaceful place. It sat between two great hills, surrounded by tall forests and a river that shined like silver under the moonlight. The people farmed, hunted, fished, and lived together like one large family. Their strength came from the wisdom of the ancestors. Every season, the villagers gathered under the ancient Odu tree, a giant tree believed to be the home of ancestral spirits. There, elders shared stories. Children listened. And peace rested on the land like morning dew. Among the elders was Elder Iroko, a man whose beard was white as cotton, whose voice carried the calmness of rain. People said he spoke with the ancestors in dreams. But as time passed, a new generation rose. A generation that believed the old ways were too slow, too old, too unnecessary. And that was the beginning of their trouble. One afternoon, a bold young woman named Adama stood in the village square and said, "Why should we listen to the voices of people who died hundreds of years ago? We are modern now. We know better." The young people cheered. But Elder Iroko looked at them with sadness and said softly, "When a tree forgets its roots, it falls. When a child forgets the ancestors, trouble is not far." But no one listened. Soon, strange things began to happen. The river, once clear, became muddy. Crops dried before harvest time. Hunters returned empty-handed. Animals fled the forest. Birds stopped singing. At night, people heard whispers in the wind. Whispers that carried warnings. The elders recognized the signs. The balance between the living and the ancestors had been broken. And then, one night, everything changed. The entire village woke to a trembling sound, like thunder deep inside the earth. The Odu tree began to shake, though the wind was still. A glowing mist rose from its roots. And a spirit appeared. Not a demon. Not a monster. But a guardian, Oroma, the ancient protector of Odu Village. The villagers fell to the ground, trembling. The spirit spoke with a voice that echoed through their bones. "Odu Village, why have you forgotten us? Why have you abandoned the wisdom that kept you safe for generations?" Adama trembled and whispered, We thought we no longer needed the old ways." The spirit replied, "When the living forget the dead, the living lose their way. You have opened the door to darkness." And with a flash of light, Oroma vanished. But the warning remained. 3 nights later, darkness entered Odu Village. Not ordinary night. Not a shadow cast by the moon. But a presence. Tall. Silent. Watching. It did not roar. It did not strike. It fed on fear. Arguments broke out. Families turned against each other. Farms failed. Sickness spread. The village was dying. Not because of a monster, but because they had abandoned the wisdom that once protected them. Finally, in their suffering, the villagers ran to Elder Iroko. "Help us. Tell us what to do," they cried. Elder Iroko lifted his staff and said, "To restore the balance, we must return to the old ways. We must call the ancestors back. We must remember what we have forgotten." The villagers gathered around the Odu tree. Women sang ancient songs. Men beat the drums slowly. Children knelt. Elder Iroko poured libation on the ground and chanted, "Those who walked before us, those who loved us, return to us. Guide us once more." A soft wind rose. The tree glowed. The darkness trembled. Then, the ancestors appeared. Not one, but many. Their light filled the village. Their voices roared like gentle thunder. You have remembered us. Now we will restore you. A wave of light swept across the land. The shadow dissolved like smoke. The river became clear again. Crops revived. Animals returned. Peace fell like rain. From that day, Odu Village did not forget again. Children learned the old stories. Every year they gathered under the Odun tree. Adanma, who once rejected the ancient ways, became one of the strongest protectors of ancestral wisdom. Elder Iroko lived long enough to see the village return to peace. And when he passed on, his spirit joined the guardians under the Odun tree, watching the village for generations to come. Ancestors are not people who lived far away. They are the roots beneath our feet. The voices in our dreams. The guides along our path. A person who forgets their past loses their future. So listen to your roots. Respect those who walked before you. And your path will always be guided.